Once again, I'm off to the airport. I am absolutely fed up with flying so much, but there you go, that's life. And what better car to take on a long motorway journey than a Jimny? Yes, I came up with the crazy idea that 100-kilometer run, complete motorway trip, 120, 130 kilometers an hour, the Jimny would be the perfect car for it. Now, I'm taking the Jimny because I'm trying to desperately get it running. It's done about 580 kilometers now, and about 1,000 kilometers is normally a good time to sort of say, right, that's it, the engine's running now. So what I'm trying to do is just get the mileage up a bit, and then I can start really sort of pushing the engine, because this car needs revs. It desperately needs revs. So I need to get that mileage up so I can cane it a bit. It's the only way you get the performance out of it. So I thought I'd take this opportunity just to see, okay, what's it like on a motorway? What's it like when you're cruising at high speed? Don't know why I just did that. Right, so third gear, coming onto the motorway. Yeah, we're accelerating. Oh, nearly hit that Ford Fiesta. Up to 110. 120. That's the speed limit. Going 125. It's quite a windy day today, and you really notice in this car when it's windy, it does get pushed about a bit. I suppose because it's quite light, it's quite square, so it's going to be affected by crosswinds. Now I'm doing 130. Yes, I'm speeding. Everyone else is speeding. So at this speed, the engine is turning at 4,000 RPM. It looks like it's using about maybe 11 litres per 100 kilometres. So at this speed, 130 kilometres an hour, 4,000 RPM, you feel it hasn't got a lot more to give. It does give a little bit more if you really push it. So now we're just coming up to a hill section. I was curious to see whether it would lose power, whether it would lose speed. It's not losing speed. So I'm doing 130 kilometers an hour, and the little reading just shows me the fuel consumption now. It's difficult to tell because there's like 10 and 20, and there's a big gap in between. So it's roughly maybe 11 or 12. That's Focus RS level. It seems pretty stable at this speed, and I'm not having to correct it all the time, but the other day it was really windy, it was very wet, it was a really bad storm, and it was absolutely terrifying. The car was all over the place. It was really scary, I have to say. It really does need a sixth gear. It needs a sixth gear because it's quite noisy at this speed. You really notice it's just a bit noisy. It's not the most comfortable cruiser from a noise point of view, which is a shame. But if you look, you can see, look, I'm not really having to correct the steering wheel quite a lot. It is less windy right now, but it seems okay. It's going along the motorway just fine. We're doing 130 kilometers an hour. Yes, I know, I'm breaking the speed limit. But so's he, so are they. Now that's something that you get quite a lot of. Can you see there's a big splat on the windscreen now? So some dead creature. And because the windscreen is so flat, then when something hits the windscreen, they're completely obliterated, and they just splat. They don't bounce off the windscreen, because sometimes you just get them that they hit the windscreen and sort of bounce off. Here, no. They just hit and splat. You're constantly wiping the windscreen. Right, we're hitting a bit of a hill now. This is the hill that I thought was a bit steeper, and we are losing a bit of speed. I'm in fifth gear. I'm practically flooring it. It's come down to 120. Maybe that's someone telling me that that's the speed limit and that's what you should do. So that's still okay. It hasn't gone down too much. Still a reasonable speed. I feel like we're going to use all the fuel before we get there, though. Should be interesting. Fortunately, we've got a half decent stereo, so we can actually block out some of this wind noise and engine noise. Just as in forget in disguise. How fast that Porsche is going. We can but dream. Yes, it's much windier here now, and the car is getting pushed around. You're really having to correct it every now and then. See, look. It is actually quite hard to position it in the middle of the road. Fortunately, it's so narrow that you've got quite a big margin. I feel like I'm driving it like I'm drunk. You know, where you can't... Yeah. Not that I've ever driven drunk, but that's how I imagine you would drive. Big hill coming up. This is my least favourite part of the entire motorway. I don't know why everyone just drives really badly along this bit. I think it's because it's all uphill and everyone's all over the place. And so normally in the Focus, I just give everyone a really hard time and let me through. This one, it's going to be slightly different. Let's see what happens. It's also very windy here, so it'll be interesting to see if I get thrown all over the place. Okay, we're still in the outside lane. Nobody pull out in front of me. If I slow down, I think I might struggle to speed up again. Got to keep the momentum going. The wind is pushing me. The wind is pushing. Ah, now I'm having to slow down. Right, so I'm in 5th gear, 110. If I floor it, nothing happens. Okay, we're keeping up, we're keeping up. That's the important thing. See, people never move across to the slow lane. Just move across. You've overtaken, now move across. Now, see, he's moved across. Okay, down to 4th, let's go. Well, we're accelerating in 4th. It's getting quite noisy now. Yeah, into 5th. Yeah. Come on. We can get the van. We can get the van. We're getting the van. Oh, slowly. Oh my God. Well, as they say, slowly does it. We took the van. I think he's quite impressed. He's actually having a bit of a laugh inside. Oh, the wind. Oh my God. Okay, this is going to get a bit hair-raising now. Yeah, see, look, wow, look, wow, it's all over the place. Holy shit. Yeah, so it's getting really pushed around. Yeah, we've lost power, we've lost everything. I think I've lost my bowels. Oof, actually, my heart rate's gone up going up that hill. In fact, I'm actually going to pull into the middle lane and slow down a bit because the wind is quite strong and the only way to manage it is to slow down. Okay, I couldn't go that slowly for too long. Speeding up now. You can see the concentration on my face. And the sun. Oh, and I have somebody on my arse that wants to get past. Hold on a sec, Beamer. Hands are a bit sway. Wow, look how it's just nicely pushed me into the slow lane. I'm actually going to stop for fuel and dry my hands. Might change my underwear while I'm at it. Just arriving at the airport, so I thought I'd do a bit of a summary. How's it been for the past hour or so? Well, it's been, I suppose, what I expected. I thought it was going to be slightly slow progress. I thought it was going to be quite noisy, and I was right. And I thought that if it gets windy, it could get a little bit scary, and it did. So that's it really. I mean, it's quite comfortable though. I mean, I've been very comfortable all the way here. It's been about an hour trip, and it's been fine, absolutely fine. The seats are perfectly fine. Got my heated seat on, which is great. It's kept up with cars. It's overtaken cars. It hasn't lost too much speed going up hills, which I was quite happy with. I thought it would be worse, and you'd have to really come down the gears, maybe even down to third, but you don't need to. So it seems to be okay. It uses probably a lot more fuel than I thought it would, because you're really having to push the accelerator quite a lot. I suppose I should have expected that. Is it really for long distance? It's not. It's not made for long distance. And if you're going to do long distance, you just have to go at a slow speed. It's not something that you're going to hustle very quickly. Stick to the speed limit, and around speed limit or just below, it's probably okay. But as I'm in a hurry and need to get there and do whatever it takes, that's definitely not this sort of car. So would I use it for long journeys again? Well, if I had to, I would. I probably wouldn't choose it next time. I'd probably just take the Focus. It's much quicker, it's much easier, it's much more stable, much more refined on a long distance. So this one is okay. I mean, it was funny because I just saw it at the petrol station as I came out after paying, and it looked tiny out of context of its sort of town environment, or where I'm used to seeing it. And there it was, in this big open area and all these big cars, and all of a sudden this tiny little Jimny. And then it was like, yeah, I can see why now. It's out of its comfort zone. Right, I'll park up. Hope you found that video useful. Have a great day. Catch you soon. Bye.